after show at Ronin Pro Wrestling at Broward College South in Pembroke Pines in South Florida. Got that done. Now we're going ready for Florida Supercon and Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling, FSCW, July 4th through the 7th at the Miami Beach Convention Center. One of my favorite times of year.
Mine too.
And one of the main men responsible for this event is going to be taking charge of things.
Oh, it'll be a good show. It'll be a good show.
Alex Chamberlain. We'll get to FSCW in a second. What was it like tonight? You were Gangrel, both bloody.
Tonight was a good
vicious battle.
Tonight was a fight. Tonight was what? Me personally, that is what I love about pro wrestling. Is a good fight, a brawl, two guys beating the tar off each other, bloody gladiators. Like that to me is like what pro wrestling is, and that was a lot of fun. Like that was worn out when you at the end. You're just everything is left out there. You're drained, but man, it's a rush. I love that stuff.
You guys are really laying into each other too, and the crowd was really into it.
Oh, we have a pretty good working relationship. We've done this a few times, so we don't hold back for sure.
FSCW, tell us about FSCW. I want to say first, it's trained pro wrestlers in cosplay.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, what are we going to expect? What just things? How much fun it's going to be? And what's going on?
It's 4 days of over the top, shenanigans is what we call it. It's just a fun show. It's hilarious. It's funny. It's off the wall. It's very different from the typical dynamic of pro wrestling. This is very much like watching your real life comic book and video game heroes come to life, and that's really the focus, is getting the actual characters themselves over, not necessarily the personalities. So Trevor.
There it is. One of the FSCW. He's got look at that. He's got the shirt on and everything. Look at this, representing. Thank you, Casey Jones. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Thank you, Trevor.
But yeah, it's a blast. I mean, we have a lot of cool surprises lined up for the 4 days we're there. It's a really stacked actual event itself. The convention's gonna be great. They've been really cool working with us this year. Miami's always a really fun town to run. The place is gonna be packed out. We're gonna have like 2,000 people there every night. Rabid fans. Like the Miami shows are always our home show. So that's the show we really go all out for. So I'm really looking forward to it.
And Alex, last year you had. What an event and what a skit you guys had with Toys R Us, Geoffrey the Giraffe, and Gangrel, and Star-Lord, Caleb Konley, and Dovahkiin with Mike Monroe was all part of that. Cool. Referee Bruce was there. You had Elgin David on announcing with Dave, and Heather, Guy Hutchison. Everybody was just Master Yoshi, referee, Flex Stud Magnum. But that thing then ended up with Amazon Prime going viral. Oh, yeah. That segment was all over the place when Geoffrey came out.
ESPN the next morning. I mean, it was actually a funny little, came up with it one night at the office, having a fun time, just relaxing, and found out they had a Geoffrey costume, and I was like, oh, we can do something with this. I never would have thought it would have taken off like it did. So, no, it was really cool. I knew it was gonna be funny and entertaining. I didn't think we were gonna get an ESPN the next day. That blew my mind. 8 million views in 3 days. It was crazy. So that was a lot of fun.
How much more can FSCW grow? And you guys are traveling around at other Supercons as well.
Half the country now, yeah. I mean, it just keeps adding shows, keep adding cities. I mean, it just keeps people are genuinely interested in what we're doing. It's so different, We have people from WWE showing up. We have Rey Mysterio and Trish Stratus and Lita sitting in the back room, talking about how awesome this is and how different it is. So we know we're doing it right when the best in the business are telling us we're doing it right. So as long as we keep adding cities, keep adding shows, I mean, I don't think we can stop. I mean, I think it's just going to keep growing and growing until, every convention wants to, use us, as part of an entertainment block for their shows.
And when you're having these shows, you also get some of the Comic-Con guests, celebrities, involved in some of the action.
Yeah, absolutely. They ask us, they come up to us, hey, can we come out? Can we do something? Because it's different. It's a live audience, and these people love the energy from the crowd is different than what you say from being behind a camera for acting or even for theater. This is a different kind of audience. Wrestling is very much an organic and visceral experience. You really feel it. You feel that audience, you feel that energy. So I think that's why they love it. When they get there, they're like, can we get in there? Absolutely, go for it.
Someone near and dear to your heart, Skeletor. You had Alan Oppenheimer, the voice of Skeletor, do his thing during one of the shows. You've had Lloyd Kaufman from Toxic Avenger actually get in the ring.
Right now. He's our tag team champion in Toxic Avenger. So.
And there have been just so many, and even from Karate Kid. you had Sensei
Yes, we
that
did.
was involved in that as well.
Priest, yeah, Martin Kove. Yeah, he came out with Skeletor. So yeah, these guys, they love it. They see how crazy it is and how fun it is, and they just want to be part of it. So we're like, absolutely, come on down. Like, we'll throw you out there. He came out with the Coach Priest jacket, sweep the leg. That's what people pay to see.
And Alex, when you first start getting involved with this, what were your initial thoughts of this, and then what do you think now?
Oh, I mean, when I first started it, it was just a simple, just Captain America costume from like Spirit of Halloween. It was just very simple. I thought it was just gonna be a little like spot here and there for a couple shows, and then it just kept growing. It kept getting bigger. The audiences kept getting bigger, and we had to move into new rooms every time, and kept getting shut down by fire marshals. I mean, the last one we did in Richmond got shut down twice because fire marshals had to be like, okay, we got to control the crowd. We got to get them in the seats. Like, you're clogging doors. So now they just keep getting bigger and bigger. So I mean, that's a good problem to have. So that's what we keep aiming for. Is just keep topping the next one, keep building our crowd, keep building our base, and let people make it. Let people enjoy what they're seeing out there.
And Alex, I know Captain America and Skeletor are near and dear to your heart.
Yep, very much.
But are there other characters that you really look at that character and you're like, oh wow, this one is really cool?
Yeah, I love Aaron Monroe's Storm. Is awesome. She looks just like pulled right out of the comic. I'm a big fan of Batroc. He's so obnoxious, but he's so good at being that very cheeky comic book character villain. He's so good at it. And our Spider-Man's always hilarious. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite. It's like choosing your favorite kid. You can't really do it. They're all funny in their own way. They all have awesome moments that it's so different every time. Every match is unique and different. So it's never the same. That's what I like about it.
Is there someone else that you'd like to do? Oh
my God, you guys are so
Trevor, he's got his FSCW shirt on. We love it. There we go. You'll be seeing him July 4th through the 7th, Miami Beach Convention Center. Ronin Pro. Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. Third seat.
All right, I'll finish it with this. And thank you so much, Alex, for taking
Thank
the
you,
time.
man. Appreciate it.
If you could be someone else, is there anyone else in your mind that like, hey, maybe down the road I'll be this character?
I mean, Batman. That's my favorite comic book character of all time. But that's like one of the characters we haven't touched yet, because I mean, how are you going to do Batman any justice out there? So, but he's like the one character. If we're ever going to do it, I'm going to do that one for sure.
Alex Chamberlain, creative mastermind, also exceptional wrestler. Thank you so much for taking the time. We'll see everybody FSCW, Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling at Florida Supercon, July 4th through the 7th at the Miami Beach Convention Center.
Thank you.